I showed this Andrew Tate in solitary confinement. This wasn't.
Now, Andrew Tate, top G,
Okay.
top G is now the bottom P, bottom prisoner, that is. And how do you tweet when you're in solitary
Bottom
confinement?
L.
Want to answer that? No, I don't know. And how do you contact people when you're in solitary confinement? That's the other thing I'd like to know. But Andrew Tate has asked his followers for prayers as the former kickboxer currently stays in solitary confinement. In the darkened silence of solitary confinement,
Okay.
there is almost no noise.
Pray for me.
I can hear you. Okay. It's a little dramatic, I guess. So here's the thing. Solitary confinement is no joke.
I did the thing out.
I am not a fan of solitary confinement. I think it's cruel and unusual punishment, quite frankly. The whole purpose of putting somebody behind bars is to keep them out of society for whatever reason. Either they're a danger or a flight risk.
Rehabilitation or something.
Trial. And in this case, there's only two ways you get in solitary, right? Either you get into fights with people and you're being disciplined, or you need to be protected because you're either a celebrity or a top G, or you just need protection because
It's for the high-profile
it
people.
really is a cruel thing to do to somebody, to put them in solitary confinement. And for somebody to be in solitary confinement, it has a very deleterious effect on your psyche, because we're social animals, right? And if you're in a dark room by
So
yourself,
how many hours is that?
for extended periods of time, you kind of go crazy. I don't
Like
know
30 days or
how he
something?
gets a tweet out. I mean, I don't think he's got a device in there. He might, but I doubt it. And if you're in solitary, generally you don't have visiting privileges. You don't have the ability to call somebody and
I mean,
say,
there's an
hey,
inside
I'm
point.
in the hole. That's what the other thing they call it, is in the hole. But generally it's for disciplinary problems, and it's a punishment, and it's usually for a definite period of time. Now remember, he was denied his appeal, so they extended it another 30 days. And the prosecutor can ask for up to 180 days. But I've had people spend a significant amount of time in solitary. When they come out, they're beaten down. I mean, it is really not a fun place to be. I thought Mr. Tate was the most perspicacious, the highest mental fortitude. Give me a break.
And then
You
what
remember
did
him
you
saying
know?
that? He's just so boisterous and so out there. And now he's eating those
Oh,
words.
standing mine,
And one of the problems is when you have a situation where you bluster so much. I bluster a little bit, but hopefully I've got enough to back up my bullshit, right? But when you are sitting there blustering like you are, and then you criticize people, you criticize the very people that are housing you, telling them how corrupt you are.
Oh no, not a court in Romania. Internationally respected Romanian court. When you put me in jail, I'm gonna walk in there with a pile of money like this.
I tell you, every single one of those guards has heard that.
The same video. They still want to treat him bad because of the video, I guess.
That motivates them to treat you like shit in jail.
Oh,
Now, I don't revel in the fact that
that
he's
kinda
suffering in
makes
jail.
sense.
I would rather he not be in jail. I mean, but you got to be smart with your words, because if you're not, it comes to bite you in the ass. And as I am a player in
his own words.
the institution of law, I have to respect it, right? Because if I want to live to fight another day, I need to respect it, act accordingly. I can be a zealous advocate in my world and still, get the respect of a prosecutor and the respect of a judge. And I'm able to navigate those waters effectively. When you flout, now I don't hate Andrew Tate. I mean, I'm not saying I like him, but his bravado is something that is really biting him in the ass right now. He's flaunted a flagrant disregard for the rule of law and for the legal system. And now, at the end of the day, will he be found not guilty? I have no idea. I don't know the strength of their cases. But guess what? While they're sitting there, these two ladies,
there's still no evidence, so.
are going to be snitches. You watch. I would bet you $1 to hold a donut to that those ladies are going to be snitches. That's just my guess, because they can't take this. Once they start to crack, they might find a way out. In other words, snitch and they get released. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but that's a possibility. But when you sit there and you flout a fundamental disrespect And they've got so much material showing that he is not in any
All
way
they just need to do is just look.
of the Romanian legal system or the British or any legal system for that matter. Even his lawyers. I'm surprised he still has the same lawyers. You watch. I bet you in a little bit, it won't be too long before he all of a sudden says, my lawyer's not doing shit for me. I need to get a new lawyer. He's probably already saying that. I've seen guys like this. Unless what we see on tape is not how he is behind the scenes.
Maybe he's actually
But I
smart.
doubt it.
No?
And so this is not the guy who said, "Oh, I'm gonna go in there. I'm just gonna get my money here, give my money there, give my money there, and I'm gonna be all." No, that isn't the way it works. And when you see guys do that, the people on the other end of that, the guards,
That money doesn't work
running
anymore.
the place, the judge, the prosecutor,
Like,
it
that
motivates
big.
them to be 10 times harsher, to be not nice to him, to dot their I's and cross their T's, all the better. They're motivated. At the end of the day,
he's a
in the
corrupt
final
country,
analysis, when you analyze his the cost benefit,
He said it himself.
he could have still maintained all that bravado, all the things that he needed to maintain for his persona, without that flagrant disrespect for the system, for the legal system. I mean, he said straight out that he went from London to Romania to avoid the legal system and to be able to commit crimes. Oh, I commit non-felonies. I mean, you didn't have to do that. You could have been top G without self-snitching.
Get me out of jail.
Well, the law says
The law says you're guilty. I said get me out of jail. I don't go see a lawyer to talk about the law. I've committed multiple felonies. You think you sound smart? Well, I went to law school and it says on
And
page
we don't care,
We don't care
about the law.
And that's really, really, really going to bite him. And if you remember what his lawyers have said, Mr.
doesn't care
Tate
about the
has
law.
nothing but the utmost respect for the Romanian legal system.
Is it true?
So, and we know that some of it, or all of it was 100% bravado. None of it was based in reality. And that's that's a danger of you guys following somebody where their shit isn't based in reality. Like QAnon, following somebody
character.
blindly. You can admire people, but you can still show that they have faults here or there. You know what I mean? You can't just so blindly say, I love Andrew Tate so much. And what do you get by being loyal to Andrew Tate? I mean, maybe
Minus
you're a
50.
fan, and I guess at the end of
minus
the day, you just
5K
get
for that.
disappointed.
Meeting him.
I mean, and I say that with some jocularity because I like to make people laugh a little bit, but there really isn't a solid reason to just get behind this guy. And I'm sorry, guys, but there just isn't. And I'm waxing philosophic here, and I'm really supposed to just analyze the criminal side of this, and I am to a certain degree. But the thing that's embedded in
I
any
don't think
kind
that
of
he's
criminal
not super
problem
smart or something.
is the social aspect of committing crimes and having to answer for them, right? So
He won't be
you
caught
guys
if
don't
he
follow
was
guys like
really
Andrew
smart then.
Tate. I mean, and I can't imagine many of you are, but don't follow in those footsteps, because look where it's gotten him, and it's gotten you, Bupkis. So this is just our little reaction to Andrew Tate being held in solitary confinement, which I'm totally opposed. I think it's cruel and unusual punishment. There's other methods of correcting somebody's behavior or protecting them. I suspect that it's some behavior issues while he's in there. And so we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm
Ending.
Bruce Rivers.
So, ending there. And what will be the next detailed news episode?